Alright. Good morning, Twitch. My name's Alloway, and welcome back to some ESO. I am hopefully going to finish the story for... Where the hell am I going? For High Isle on the stream, but I don't know how long it's going to take, but I do have to go somewhere later on, so hopefully I can get to the end of the High Isle story before then, and then I can just mop up some High Isle, well, mop up the place afterwards, and then maybe even get started on the Forest Song area so I can get that deck as well. Then there'll be several straight streams of ESO, or maybe not streams, but a couple of, just a lot of Tales of Tribute for me. Mark's already got ahead in that department. So he's trying to get the decks too, but we're going about it in different directions, obviously. Ah, it's the lady herself.
Did you feel how the ground shook? I don't like the looks of that volcano. As if we didn't have enough trouble already. Could this be related to what Valencia and you discovered at the Druidic Circle? Could the Ascendant Magus really affect the volcano to such an extent?
We know the ground shook when he cast a spell in Castle Navir.
That's true. The ground rumbled when he summoned a storm at the castle. And the volcanic vents became active after he conjured the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships. There was no storm this time, though.
What can we do about the volcano?
Absolutely nothing, dear. But Mount Firesong hasn't erupted in centuries. The Druids maintain its slumber. Let's hope they can keep it calm until we stop the Magus from drawing more power. In the meantime, let's look inside Mistmouth Cave, shall we?
What are we looking for?
Anything that points us to the Order's upcoming meeting. If the Ascendant Magus sent out a summons, someone here should know about it. And keep watch for anything else of importance. You never know what clue will be the one to solve the mystery.
Tell me more about Iffalon and Mount Firesong.
Mount Firesong is the volcano that rises above the island of Iffalon. You can see it in the distance. It's always been restless, and its vents and hot springs stretch throughout the archipelago. I didn't think too much about the initial rumbles.
You mentioned the Druids had something to do with the volcano?
The Stone Lord Druids administer to the vents here on High Isle, but the Firesong Circle controls Iffalon. Outsiders aren't welcome there, and I've never seen one of their druids. They say the fire songs work to keep the volcano appeased.
Interesting.
Head inside. I'm right behind you.
Alright. I'm gonna have a stroke farming for this lead. Ah, rip. Even if I had a chance to get it. Okay.
Volcanic. Be careful. They're drawn to volcanic activity.
Side by side. Let's work together.
Oh, it's a good thing they're messing with the Ascendant Order. Okay.
Dead Ascendant Order Knights? They must have fallen to the lava creatures.
Curious.
A map of Castle Navir. The Order attacked there already, but this map shows a river where there shouldn't be one.
Hmm. They're just...
That's the end of that tale.
This cave is crawling with Ascendant Order Knights and Volkesh. We should be careful.
My lady, you have no idea who you're traveling with. There's a reason why I asked if you sure you want to do this. You sure you want to come out here yourself?
You could do something about that.
What's this? Burned research notes. I have learned much since the failure of the summoned storm. It is clear that tapping into earth energies of this volcanic island lends immense power to my magic, but any miscalculation sends the spell spiraling out of control with potentially disastrous spots. Our friends on Ipholon could have been clear about that. Regardless, I believe I have worked it out now. This latest test was even more impressive than expected. With this power at my disposal, our plans to attack the main document is burned in.
The Magus must have come here to continue his experiments. He plans to use this power in their next attack. We need to determine the target. Another tremor. Step carefully, dear.
Stendarr, protect us from harm. Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won. Move your feet. Get moving.
Banneret Janine's orders. Banneret Janine. The 3 targets came ashore on Aminos, so you may call off your search of the beaches of High Isle. Be aware that the 3 targets have been rescued and are likely on their way to High Isle even as I pen these words. No matter. The Ascendant Lord has summoned the Order to Council. Come to this hall below the Sleeping Knights as soon as you can. Bring this letter. You will need my steel to gain entrance.
A summons to a council of the Ascendant Order. This is what we've been looking for. Let's talk. So let's review what we found. First, there was a map of Castle Navir that showed a river that doesn't exist. At least it's not on the surface. If it depicts an underground river, it could also indicate a hidden passage beneath the castle.
There's also a partially destroyed note about experimenting with volcanic energy.
Let me see that again. Yes. The Ascendant Magus thinks he can draw on the volcano to lend power to his spells. The next target they attack, he'll have more control over his ritual.
We also found a summons to come to the hall below the Sleeping Knights.
Below the Sleeping Knights? What could that mean? Statues or bodies? I suspect we're looking for catacombs again, like the ones we found beneath Urbane Chapel. But I saw no Sleeping Knights there.
What do you think happened to the knight who received this summons?
I assume that the poor departed Banneret Janine succumbed either to the heat and fumes in these caves, or to the Volkesh that congregate near the lava pools. But their misfortune is our good luck. We have what we need to move forward.
You know what all this means?
Of course. It becomes quite clear when you put all the pieces together. The Deforts have interred their dead in the vaults beneath their castle for centuries. The Order must be meeting in the Navir dungeons. I'll collect Jakan and meet you there.
Alrighty then. Yeah, I suppose it's getting boring to watch now that I only use exactly 2 spells. Let me start doing PvP again. Jesus Christ, y'all suck. Alright, I should be able to afford a fast travel. I mean, hell. I think they price like your reward money bit to so at least you could afford a couple of fast travels here and there, just not continuous fast traveling. Or rather, continuous recall warping.
Over here! Jakan and I have been watching the entrance. There are definitely people going into the dungeons and not coming out. They must be throwing quite a party down there. No sign of the Ascendant Magus, though. He may already be inside.
How do you want to do this, Lady Arabelle?
By using the summons we found in Mistmouth Cave, naturally. Take Jakan with you and present the note if anyone tries to stop you. Once inside, confront the Ascendant Magus and disrupt whatever plan the Order has in motion. Simple as that, dear.
How do you want us to handle the Ascendant Lord and Magus?
Oh, take them down with as much violence as possible. That goes without saying. But try not to take on the entire Order by yourselves. Good help is hard to find. If you can expose the Lord or Magus's identities, that might be enough to defeat them.
One problem. Neither Jakar nor I look like Ascendant Order Knights.
Who does under the armor and hoods? I threw together some Ascendant Order outfits for the two of you. All you need to do is act like you belong there. Here, try them on. Ooh, they fit perfectly. Now get in there and find out what the Ascendant Magus is up to.
You couldn't find something a little more flattering?
The idea is to blend in, Jakan. You both look positively menacing.
Okay then. This is gonna be fun. This one has subterfuge ever worked out for me.
Lady Arabelle was right. This looks like the place. Probably behind that door.
Oh boy.
New recruits must wait outside. The Magus will address you later.
That's not fair. We want to attend the main meeting.
Stop right there. Only full members of the Order are allowed to attend the meeting. New recruits must wait out here until the Magus decides to address you.
I received this summons. I'm supposed to be at that meeting.
Let me see that. That's the Ascendant Magus's seal, all right. Very well. You can go in, but enter quietly. You're quite late and the meeting has already started.
Hey, we were here first.
This isn't the market, recruit. Back in line.
Oh, another one of these.
Ships are ready, my lord. We can attack all Flags Islet on your command.
And you can control the druid magic. It will take great power to breach the keep's defenses. We cannot afford another mishap.
I can, my lord. The Alliance leaders will have nowhere to hide after I tear down their walls.
Go then. Begin the attack.
They know we took the Royals to All Flags? And the Magus has ships ready to attack? We can't let them get away. Try the door to the right.
Oh boy.
Careful. I don't think that letter you found will work down here. We're gonna have to fight.
Really? We couldn't just sneak?
The intruders the Magus warned us about! Stop!
Let's do this together.
I guess not. At least it's not one of these costumes that break after you enter combat.
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
You know, the more I think about this, the more I seriously think it's Bakara. Who else would know? Mr. Khan's a double agent. You know, I wouldn't put it past him either.
Water ahead. Didn't Lady Arabelle mention an underground river? Look at that. An underground river. But I don't see the Magus. Let's look around.
Sailing orders. To the Ascendant Order fleet captains, the final phase of our plan is in motion. Bring your ships to the Navir docks to take on your complement of Order Knights. We control docks and you can load in safety. Once your vessels are ready for battle, sail into the waters south of Hyal. Remain just out of sight of the coast and wait for the signal. If she's ready to sail in time, I will take Silver Swan as my flagship. Otherwise, I will fly my flag on the Storm Petrel.
Lady Arabelle's hounds. Did you think you could sniff around undetected? You are annoyingly persistent. Well, my foolish adversaries, the Ascendant Order can be persistent too. Did you really think you defeated us when you retrieved your precious royals from Aminos? All you did was gather them in one place for me.
What do you hope to accomplish, Magus?
Would-be emperors have brought nothing but conflict and turmoil to Tamriel. Lord Bakaro is a fool to think peace can be won with gentle words. It's time to throw down those who aspire to the Ruby Throne and mete out justice with the sword.
If you kill the Alliance leaders, how will you achieve peace?
We will assume power and put an end to this wretched war. Strength can win the peace Lord Bakaro hopes for. Hard choices must be made. But one day, the peoples of Tamriel will thank us. A pity you are too blind to see this simple truth.
Truth doesn't hide under a helm. Who are you?
You really don't know. I suppose even the legendary skills of Lady Arabelle DeVoe were no match for the Ascendant Lord and his brilliant strategy. But come now, you've worked beside the investigator. Surely you've learned something. Make a guess.
I said it was the butler in Minecraft confirmed something. You're Stuart Hercian Stahl.
Stuart.
You are not as clever as I thought. I am Count de Mar Dufort. If only Lady Arabelle were here to see this. Ah, but she is. My knights found her outside. She faces justice in the dungeons below. If you hurry, maybe you can save her.
Man, my
I wish we could
initial...
chat longer, but the tide waits for no one. Do give Lady Arabelle my regards.
He's gone, damn it! Come on, we gotta find Lady Arabelle.
You know, my initial thought wasn't wrong, and then Markov had to say something with those butlers involved. I guess he was trying to avoid spoilers after all.
Side by side, let's work together. We're in this together.
Darn it.
Oh, please. Only 8 of you. I expected more of a fight.
Yes.
That's Lady Arabelle. We're close.
But now I know.
Move! Get out of there!
There you are, dears. Why, Jakan, you look positively panicked. What's wrong?
The Magus said that you were... that they would... never mind. Friend, tell Lady Arabelle what we found out.
I met the Ascendant Magus, dear. He was smug and annoying, and definitely a noble. But his helm disguised his voice. I thought I was fine when he only left 4 knights to guard me, but then 2 more arrived. If you hadn't drawn them away...
We met him too. The Ascendant Magus is Count Damar Dufort, but he got away.
Damar Dufort? There was something familiar about that voice, but I couldn't place it. When he captured me, I no doubt became the perfect distraction to use against you. Sorry about that, dear. Still, thank you for coming to my rescue.
The Ascendant Order has gathered warships for an attack on all Flags Islet.
Where I just sent the delegates? Damn it! Very well. We're close to the Navir docks. If Count Damar is launching a naval attack, he'll want the Silver Swan, assuming she's seaworthy. If we hurry, we might catch him before he sets sail.
How'd you know that? We found orders that mentioned he'd take the Silver Swan or the Storm Patrol.
I'm very observant, dear. Duchess Alea's new flagship is the largest vessel ever constructed by the Dufort shipyards. The Duchess planned to inspect her today, which gives us another reason to hurry. Who knows what Count Damar will do to his sister? Let's meet at the Navir docks, dears. They're just south of the castle.
Right. Darn. You know, I said this in the last stream. I was like, huh. Barely, powerful mage who was barely recognized for his talents. Huh. Yeah, no. And yet, I'm still obsessed with the thought that the butler has to do it. It's always the butler. One day that'll be true.
Stuart, have you seen Count Damar or Duchess Alea?
Count Damar? Why, no. Duchess Alea, however, is touring the Silver Swan. She does not wish to be disturbed. Good day.
We have no
I
time
think
to
I
be
made
delayed by
things
citizen
perfectly clear, Mainlander. I haven't seen Count Damar all day, and Duchess Alea does not care to entertain visitors. Leave, or I will summon DeFort Knights to drag you away.
Count Damard is a member of the Ascendant Order. He plans to seize the Silver Swan.
Ridiculous! You slander House DeFort at your own peril. I assure you, no one but House DeFort retainers are permitted in this area. Their loyalty is unquestioned.
Listen, Duchess Alea may be in danger.
I see no rogue knights here or hostile ships off our shore. Enough of this nonsense. The only threat here is you. The Duchess plans to sail with the tide. If I catch any of you sneaking around these docks, I will have you flogged. Away with you!
Jackass.
The steward is definitely hiding something. Look for a launch at the end of the pier to take us to the Swan.
Oh, okay, so maybe I was right. Minecraft was right after all. He was involved with something. That is a big... How the hell... Ah. Right. I'm surprised I didn't notice that big fucking...
There's
No.
the Silver Swan, moored out in the bay. Hurry! It looks like the portholes are open. Up the ladder, dear. I'm right behind you.
Someone please help! They locked me in my cabin!
The Duchess! Up the stairs, my dear.
My own steward turned against me. He had the audacity to lock me in my own cabin.
Speak with the Duchess, dear. I'll have a look around.
Huh.
Oh, thank you. You arrived just in time. My steward locked me in my own cabin. The nerve! I thought he was surely going to take me away, never to be found.
Tell me what happened, Duchess.
I came to inspect my new flagship. When I arrived, Steward Hersian led me to my cabin and locked the door. He said we were to set sail. That I would be kept safe until the Ascendant Order finished their work. I have no idea what he was talking about.
Count Damard is one of the Order's leaders. Calls himself the Ascendant Magus. Did you know?
My brother is the Ascendant Magus? I assure you I had no idea. I have nothing to do with those rogue knights. They are dangerous rebels and outlaws. Why, they even convinced my own steward to kidnap me.
Do you know where the Count is now?
Well, no. I saw Damard earlier, but when he learned the Swan wasn't ready to sail, he said he made other arrangements. He spoke with Steward Hersian, gave him a letter, and departed. Wait. The steward left the letter behind in his rush. I'm sure.
Search the cabin, dear. Find that letter.
Here, I thought you would have found it by now. To all knights, the Ascendant Order. The Ascendant Lord has learned that Lady Arabelle and her associates rescued the Alliance leaders from Amanos. She sent them to All Flags Islet. That means we must put our contingency plan into effect immediately. Silver Swan is not yet fully seaworthy, so I'm giving Hersian command of the Nereid's Song. Meet him in the hidden cave. Hersian is in the hidden cove. Hersian is to take command, sail her to All Flags Islet, and join the battle. I have another ship at my disposal. The Silver Swan is a safe place to hold Duchess Alea until our work is done at All Flags. See to it that she is guarded well. The Ascendant Magus.
You found Damard's letter? What does it say? I see you found the letter. Don't keep me in suspense, dear. Tell me what it says.
Count Damard told the steward to take command of another ship and sail to All Flags Islet.
Let me see. A contingency plan, eh? The Ascendant Order expected the Alliance leaders to drown in the shipwreck, but it seems they were prepared to launch a direct attack on All Flags Islet if all else failed. And now it has come to that.
So what do we do now?
We must warn Lord Bacaro of the danger. If we can't trust House Dufort's knights, we'll need whatever troops House Valoris and the Society of the Steadfast can scrape up. Lord Bacaro is supposed to meet me at Mandrake Manor. I'll see you there.
Oh boy.
I am simply mortified. My brother and my steward. Traitors. I must return to my castle and barricade the gates.
The letters you found.
My faithful steward. An agent of the Ascendant Order. It just goes to show you can never truly trust the household staff.
No, no, you cannot. Tell me there's a fast way back to the manor.
Here we go.
Man, it's a giant cloak and dagger game with these people, ain't it? Ouch.
Side by side. Let's work together.
We ride post haste to the... Why are we going back to the manor? What can we possibly do there? And I'm gonna be sad if, like, it turns out more of the people from around the island could have showed up to help. The only time I ever saw that was in, like, was actually in the ending of the main story, the actual main story, if you could believe the so-called main story, and the tutorial island, Khenarthi's Roost, in the beginning of the Aldmeri Dominion story. Although I think the important characters will still be there, you just won't know their names or anything like that. I think. Oh, soldier.
Count Damard, or should I call him the Magus, he thinks I'm dead beneath Castle Navir, that Duchess Alea is locked aboard the Silver Swan, and that his victory is assured. But thanks to you, he's wrong about everything. We're not finished yet, dear.
Do you really think we can stop the Ascendant Order?
Let's just say I have faith. Look what we accomplished. We know who wears the helm of the Ascended Magus, and we learn the Order is moving against all flags. We have a chance to stop Count Damard yet. Take this, dear. You more than earned it.
Inventory is full. Hold the phone. I'm gonna drink one of these.
Dreaming.
Alright, this should do.
Count Damard, or should I call him the Magus, he thinks I'm dead beneath Castle Navir, that Duchess Alea is locked aboard the Silver Swan, and that his victory is assured. But thanks to you, he's wrong about everything. We're not finished yet, dear.
Do you really think we can stop the Ascendant Order?
Let's just say I have faith. Look what we accomplished. We know who wears the helm of the Ascended Magus, and we learn the Order is moving against all flags. We have a chance to stop Count Damard yet. Take this, dear. You more than earned it.
Thank you.
We determined that Count Damard is the Ascended Magus, and we discovered his plan to attack All Flags Islet. As you can see, I need your help, my friend. The Alliance leaders are in grave danger.
How can we protect the leaders from the Ascendant Order fleet?
I believe we can hold All Flags Castle with a few warriors. But if we need to fight our way past the Ascendant Order forces, we'll never reach the Alliance leaders in time. We require a ship the Ascended Magus won't suspect.
Where do we get a ship like that?
Remember Damard's letter to the steward? The Ascendant Order ship, Nereid's Soul. It's waiting for the steward in a hidden cove. We just need to commandeer it and sail to All Flags like the rest of the ships in their fleet. Can I count on your help?
Sure. I'll help you steal a ship and sail to All Flags Islet.
First, we must find the cove where the Nereid's song is hidden. I have no idea what cove Damard's letter referred to, but Captain Colleen might. She and the other captains are down by the harbor. We'll need them all to crew the ship, I suspect.
Alright. What do you think on this, Lord Picaro?
Perhaps I can convince one or more of the knightly orders to join us. The Order of the Albatross is usually willing to leap into a fray. I implore you to delay until I can coordinate our forces. You cannot take on the Ascendant Order alone.
Doesn't the Society of Steadfast or House Valoris have knights they can send to help us?
I command few troops, my friend. I have some household guards at Steadfast Manor, but they wouldn't do much against an Ascendant Order fleet. And the Society of the Steadfast is a humanitarian group, though I'm sure I can muster a few volunteers.
Right. Well, this ain't gonna work. Also, I wish I had Isabel out for this, but damn it. Oh well.
I'm right beside you. Let's get out there.
Oh yeah, what's the body paint I just got? Yeah, no, I could see that.
Enough with the games. We should be out there doing something.
Ever hear the old proverb? Opportunity arrives while Khajiit takes nap.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does when Zaji's feet are tired.
Good to see you, friend, but something is wrong. While you and Lady Arabelle were off, we scoured Gonfalon Bay for signs of the Ascendant Order, and we found nothing. Not even one of their damn pamphlets. They're up to something. I know it.
The Ascendant Order is sending warships to attack All Flags Islet.
I knew it. That explains why we haven't been able to find any of their knights around Gonfalon Bay. The Ascended Magus must have gathered all of his forces to participate in the attack. What do you need us to do?
We're looking for a ship, the Nereid's Song. It's in a hidden cove somewhere along the western coast.
The best place to hide a vessel on that part of the island is Jury's Cove, north of the Navir docks. Let me guess. Nereid's Song is an Ascendant Order ship. You want to use it to slip past their fleet and rescue the Alliance leaders.
Pretty good guess. Lady Arabelle also needs someone to crew the ship after we steal it.
Here, I'll mark the cove's location on your map. As for a crew, well, you're looking at your captain. As for the rest, I'll see who I can drum up.
Okay.
One captain is good, but two is even better, yes?
Make that 3.
I can't ask you to join me in this.
You are not asking. Zaji is telling.
Looks like I've found a crew. Head to Jury's Cove, friend. We'll collect Lady Arabelle and meet you there.
Oh, that was quick. Alright, so the cove is somewhere near the Navir docks, and naturally I'd have no idea where that is unless I exit the city, so... You know, I remember when I first got this game, and I was on foot traveling through northern Elsewhere, because that's where they spit me out after the tutorial, and... Man... do kind of miss... I remember the first time I saw a player just fly by me on a mountain, and I thought... And when I finally got my own horse, I thought, yes, I can do that, and then I realized just how fucking slow it really was. Damn. Good times. Alright, where do I have to go? Oh. Okay.
No! What are you... Thank Akatosh. Get it off of me. Oh, poor Rocky. All I wanted to do was ride him, but he didn't seem to want that. I won't give up, though. Someday I'll ride one of them. Oh, an even bigger one! I'm going for it. Hey there, new friend. You want to go for a ride?
Did that really just happen? Did that seriously just fucking happen? I could think of... You know, you could have done things the Ark way, and you know, kidnap... I feel like that thing's like a Magmasaur. You gotta kidnap the young, or steal an egg or something, and train them. You know, like a sensible person would. I mean, shit, it ain't a frickin', it ain't a frickin', what the hell is it, it certainly ain't, it's not an Equus, and it's sure shit not, well, it could be like an Andrew Sarkis. No, don't want to talk about those fucking murder hippos. Gives me the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. Wait, isn't that the chick I helped out at one of the delves? I don't know.
Oh, hello, dear. Captain Colleen was about to tell us her plan. Why don't you ask her how she wants to proceed?
The ship looks seaworthy. We just need to get past those Ascendant Order knights.
Always with the plans. I usually just wing it.
Yeah, Jakarn, and winging it is how you ended up working for Lady Arabelle in the first place. Also, give me 5 minutes to figure out how to get to this Sky Shard. Hold on.
Side by side.
Nope, sorry, not that. I want that Sky Shard. I wonder how many Sky Shards have I found? Let's see. So I know two of them are in the remaining in the public dungeons. I wonder, did I miss one in the delves? I don't know. It is what it is.
Oh, hello, dear. Captain Colleen was about to tell us her plan. Why don't you ask her how she wants to proceed?
The ship looks like the Ascendant Order's almost done loading the ship. If we want to seize the Nereid Song, it's now or never.
What do you need me to do?
Cut the mooring lines. Start with the dock on the left and deal with any knights that get in your way. While they're busy with you, the rest of us will go around to the right and board Nereid's Song. We'll take care of the crew.
Cut the mooring lines. Got it.
Once you've cut all 3 mooring lines, climb aboard. We'll do the rest. And don't pull your punches with those Ascendant-ordered bastards. I lost a lot of good sailors when the Spearhead went down in their storm. Get ready, all of you. Once things begin, we'll need to move fast.
Destroy? Okay.
Aye. Give the word, friend, and we'll set sail. Nereid's Song is ours, Lady Arabelle.
Excellent. Set course for All Flags Islet. There's no time to waste.
Supposed to talk to everybody before we go into battle?
What are we waiting for? Let's sail before the Ascendant Order starts wondering why their ship's taking so long to show up.
Okay.
Zaji wishes more of the Perfect Pounce crew was here to see this. But he and Casca will do what we can to honor our lost shipmates. We are ready for All Flags when you are, Five Claw.
We won't know what we're dealing with until we reach All Flags Islet. But I trust Captain Colleen to guide us past the Ascendant Order's forces. Let her know we're ready to get underway.
So far, so good. Now we see if the Ascendant Order falls for this trick. Just stand around and look like we belong. It's all about confidence.
There's gotta be some uniforms below deck we could use.
The winds are at our back again, friend. Nereid's Song is ours. Soon, we will see what awaits us at All Flags Islet.
Okay then. Captain?
Well done, friend. We sail for All Flags Islet on your order. With a little luck, the Ascended Magus will assume we're bringing expected reinforcements to join his attack.
Okay, why do these ships feel so much smaller?
The attack's already begun. We'll have to fight our way into the castle. Lead the way. Inside there. Jakan too. Our captains can hold the dock.
Alright, now we're talking. I mean, this is about as dramatic as you can get it,
To the
but...
door! The Ascendant Order is breaking in!
It's just us, Valencia. Stand down.
Oh, Lady Arabelle, the Order is attacking the castle.
Yes, dear, we saw. But where are the Alliance leaders? Friend, let's talk.
I gathered what help I could and mounted a defense, but the Ascendant Order's attack came so quickly, we had no time to prepare.
Tell me what happened.
The ground shook, and a terrible storm struck with no warning. It was the same magic I sensed at the Druid Circle. Then, warships full of Ascendant Order knights appeared and began to land their forces. They'd used the storm to conceal their approach.
Where are the Alliance leaders?
I urged them to withdraw to Memorial Hall, but they did not want to abandon the fight. High King Emric and Prince Ernskar went to defend the walls, while Queen Irene took charge here. But our foes were already inside the castle.
Where's Queen Irene now?
The ground shook again just moments ago. Fiery monsters broke through the floor of the museum. Queen Irene ran downstairs to confront them. She left me here to defend the door.
I wanted to get the Alliance leaders safely behind the wards in Memorial Hall, or perhaps even spirit them away on the ship, but I doubt we'd succeed at that trick a second time. You need to find the leaders and get them to Memorial Hall.
Tell me about the Memorial Hall.
Another relic of the All Flags Navy and the site of the peace talks. The Mages Guild cast protective wards around the hall to ensure the safety of the delegates. They should hold for a time. Take this medallion. You can't enter the hall without it.
While I locate the Alliance leaders, what will you be doing?
Defending the castle as best we can. We need to hold back the Ascendant Order as long as possible until Lord Bakara arrives with help. If the Magus gets past us, you must protect the Alliance leaders. We'll buy you all the time we can. We need to protect the Alliance leaders. Where are they?
Scattered, I'm afraid. Queen Irene was with us, but there was a great rumble and screams from below. She ran to help.
Go, my dear. Make sure Queen Irene gets to Memorial Hall. Jakan, help us.
Friends, these beasts and the Order's Druid allies threaten everyone in the castle. They must not get by us. Brace yourself. This shield can absorb the lightning so long as you hold it.
Ooh, you cannot withstand the storm.
Good. Now, release the energy back at them. The Ascendant Order will tear this place down to get to us. We're sitting ducks in here.
Oh boy. Good people have died here. Okay, that ain't the way. Oh, of course. Jesus.
Ascendant Order ships in the loch, rogue knights and their druid allies inside the castle. They may have the numbers, but I say let them come. Together we will make them pay dearly for their victory.
We need to get you and the other leaders to Memorial Hall. The wards there can protect us.
As glorious as a fight to the death would be, I suppose I should try to survive. My subjects need me. But the others went in search of their own battles. Prince Ernskar headed up to the battlements. Track him down while I clear a path to the hall.
I'll find Prince Ernskar and meet you at Memorial Hall.
Find Ernskar. Then look for Emmerich. He said something about dealing with the storm. We will gather at Memorial Hall, but understand this. I have no intention of hiding behind wards while others die to protect me. This queen fights her own battles.
Don't I know that? Let's go.
The stories I've heard about Queen Irene are incredible. I wonder if even half of them are true.
Oh, the score here is pretty good, though.
What do you say to some celebratory sweets?
Maybe later.
These Ascendant Order rats just keep climbing up. Help me dispatch them. If that next ship reaches the dock, we'll be overrun. We have to do something. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. That ship approaching the pier is full of Ascendant Order reinforcements. We need to do something.
You and the other leaders need to retreat to Memorial Hall.
Not while we're all that stands between victory and death. If I abandon the battlements now, we'll be caught like wolves in a trap. I need you to deal with the vermin scaling the walls, while I prepare the ballista to attack that approaching ship.
Alright, I'll take care of the knights. Alright, I'll take care of the Ascendant Order knights assaulting the battlements.
Good. Then I can use this ballista to destroy that ship. Just get down to the dock and keep these rats at bay long enough for me to smash those reinforcements out of the water. Then we can fall back to the hall.
What about High King Emmerich? Have you seen him?
He went down to the courtyard to deal with the Elder Tide druids. Can you believe they allied with the Ascendant Order? They're feeding this storm. You should help him, after you help me. All I need is a moment to clearly align the ballista.
Right.
The door at the south end leads down to the dock. Keep them from scaling the walls, and I'll put this siege weapon to good use.
Times like these, I wish I could have more than one companion active. All hands on deck, could you imagine? Oh, they're shooting at me. That's what those AoEs are. Oh shit.
These evil druids are feeding the storm. Disrupt their ritual, friend! Better. Now it's a fair fight. Well fought, friend. If you're here, Lady Arabelle must be nearby. Now what does she have up her sleeve? If I've learned anything in my long association with Lady Arabelle, it's that she always has a plan in the works.
Lady Arabelle wants me to get you and the others to Memorial Hall.
Ah yes, the protected hall. I thought Lady Arabelle's arrangements were overly cautious. Events, however, reveal the wisdom of her actions. As much as I dislike hiding, we must deny our enemies an easy victory. Do you have an invitation medallion?
I do. Lady Arabelle gave me hers.
Then we should make use of the defenses she prepared. I'm sure she plans to launch a counterattack, just like she did during Rance's siege of Wayrest. Why, she... never mind. A tale for another time. The door to the hall is on the south wall.
It's a good thing everybody actually knows
my
the
heart with pride to know the High King knows something of our deeds.
Use your medallion.
Into the hall.
It's the only way past the wards. As much as this galls us, this is the prudent course. The Ascendant Order can't breach.
You think yourselves safe? I will bring this castle down on top of you.
Towards the breach. To arms.
in your hall, and it shall be your tomb.
We can't stay here. He's trying to topple the castle.
I've just about had it with this Ascendant Magus. To the courtyard. Friend, join me.
Oh boy.
We'll take the battlements.
The so-called leaders of the failed alliances, prepare to fall to the Ascendant Order!
You don't want to do this.
Stendarr seems safely to your rest.
You are formidable, but let's see how you handle this.
Hold on, friend. I've got something for that beast. All right, it's loading. Show me what to target, and I'll make it count.
Can you just target, I don't know, that dude?
Time to end this. I call upon the strength of the mountain.
He's conjuring something big. Ward yourself with my magic. Good. Now, release the enemy back at them.
Someone's using Stormfist magic. Oh shit, I'm about to die. It ain't over yet, friend. Shit. What can I do here? I can't back bar swap. Fuck. Come on. Lightning and water don't mix, my friend.
The storm's growing stronger.
We've got this.
We have to stop him.
More beasts. I'll deal with them.
He's drawing in too much power, but you and Emmerich together can beat him. Help Emmerich with those beasts.
This had better work, Irene.
Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
falls and his minions scatter. Cowards!
We cut down the Magus, but the Lord is still out there somewhere.
The Magus has fallen. We will deliver the same fate to his lord.
Our friend here made this victory possible.
Indeed. And they got us to work together. Amazing. Now let's go find Lady Arabelle.
It is quick how the everything just got quiet. Wait a minute. Where's my? What happened to the main quest? Did it just cut? I don't know. Can I talk to you guys now? Oh, you can.
I'm proud to fight at your side, friend. The Ascendant Order made a mistake when they picked a fight with the two of us.
We will face this enemy together.
Well struck, my friend. The Magus has fallen. What say we head outside and meet up with Lady Arabelle? I imagine she's rather worried about me.
Imagine I'm worried about all of you.
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Order's retreat?
Indeed we did.
I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial Hall?
The leaders and I defeated the Ascendant Magus. We used the siege weapons and stopped the storm.
I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus hoped to topple thrones, yet instead his threat brought the Alliance leaders together. And you showed them peace is worth fighting for. Take this with my deepest thanks. Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned, but the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to you, Count Damard's plan to decapitate the alliances has failed. The leaders are safe and back to their usual bickering.
What about the Ascendant Lord? Isn't he still a threat?
I suspect Count Damard's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Bacaro, then meet me back at Mandrake Manor.
I'll go speak with Lord Bacaro.
Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
What happens to the delegates now?
While the conference site is repaired, I'll secure them in Gonfalon Bay. The captains in Koska can watch over the Royals and Valencia, and we'll have time to send for a new Fighters Guild delegate. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did.
Then you think we were going to defeat the Ascendant Order at All Flags?
That's a difficult question. I knew we had to try. Actually, I'm a bit embarrassed. Lord Bacaro trusted me to protect the conference, and I let him down. The Ascendant Order was one step ahead of me all along. I've never failed like this before.
Why do you think you failed?
I didn't notice how powerful the Ascendant Order had become, and I should have sniffed out Count Damard's treachery. The clues were there. Wealth, grievances, arcane skill. Thanks to you, we salvaged the situation. And I can learn from my mistakes.
What happened to the Ascendant Order ships?
Like Prince Ernskar, I had Captain Suzo commandeer a siege engine. That sent a few of their ships to the bottom. Then when the shaking stopped and the storm clouds parted, the remaining vessels fled. After you defeated the Magus, I suppose.
Did any of Lord Bacaro's reinforcements ever reach All Flags?
No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go tell him he can stop. The threat is over for now.
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
It must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Amanos.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Zaji.
Zaji cares. Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole?
What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle?
Drake, look at you. The hero of the day. And you've brought me along as part of the tale. Thank you, my friend, for everything.
This could have ended. Wow.
Despite everything that happened, we're alive and well. Perhaps Lord Bakaro's dream of peace isn't dead after all. I came here to be polite, but now, who knows?
What will you do now, Queen Iran?
Await word from Lord Bakaro, I imagine. I came all this way and endured much. It would be a shame to just walk away now. I must send word back to my court. Assure them that I am alive and well. After that, we shall see.
Do you still plan to participate in the peace talks?
For now. Provided Emmerich and Yoran's cub agree to remain. We were able to put aside our differences and deal with the Ascendant Magus. Perhaps that indicates a measure of hope for peace, after all.
You know, Queen Iren seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
My father won't believe half of what I tell him happened here. Shucks bones. I hardly believe it myself. I say enough fighting and talking for today. We should celebrate our victory.
What happens next, Prince Arnscar?
Next? What makes you think I know? My father's instructions didn't cover anything like this. I'm just happy to still be alive and not dead on the battlements or roasting in the belly of a lava beast.
Do you think the peace talks will continue?
We just escaped death, and you're asking me about politics? I suppose I should get used to it, but not without a great deal of mead. I think I understand why the Skald King drinks so much now. If the other leaders agree, I will stay to talk.
What now, I wonder? Do Iren, Arnscar, and I remain here? Do we leave to resume our royal duties? If I get a choice, I'd rather avoid returning to that torture device they call my throne for as long as reasonably possible.
What will you do now, Your Majesty?
I'm not quite certain. Lord Bakaro's plans are in disarray. We were stranded on Amanos and assaulted in his supposedly secure facility. Makes one wonder if all this talk of peace is actually worth the effort.
Do you think the peace talks will still take place?
Ending a war is a complicated business. If the others agree to remain, I don't see how I can get out of it. If nothing else, this little adventure has proven that we can work together when the need arises. And it was a memorable battle. Truly.
You talk to High King Emmerich so easily. Have you ever read some of his writing? He's actually a very talented author.
Lord Bakaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news.
The Alliance leaders are safe, and the remainder of the Ascendant Order's forces are in retreat. Your work, I assume? Thanks to you, the rulers of Tamriel are alive, and there is still hope for peace.
Well, that turned out better than I expected. I'm glad it's over. It is over, right? I'm not sure I have another fight in me. At least not today.
We all fought well today against unfathomable odds. The enemies of peace have retreated back into the shadows, thanks to our efforts. And thanks to you.
High King Emmerich looks no worse for wear. In fact, he seems rather happy. You're doing, my friend? Know that you impressed me throughout this long ordeal, and it was good to fight alongside my fellow captains instead of against them. Very good.
Right before another player comes away and takes all of this. Ember. I need your virtual approval.
Did I miss anything good?
No, I need your virtual approval for illicit acts. Yes. I just got a lead? What about you two?
Queen Irene is safe again. Saji is grateful. It would have been terribly embarrassing to lose her a second time. But the battle is over now, yes? We can all take a rest? Saji is exhausted.
This was your doing, I suppose. All those tasty Ascendant Order knights to munch on, and they suddenly turned tail and fled. Probably for the best. Zaji was starting to get winded. He's nowhere near as strong as he thinks he is.
Right.
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble.
Alright.
Ah, Lady Arabelle's associate. What news do you bring me?
We need reinforcements now.
I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle?
Yes, the delegates are safe, the Ascendant Magus is dead, and All Flags Castle is secure.
That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now?
Lady Arabelle secured them in Gonfalon Bay.
Of course. All Flags Castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though.
What sort of celebration?
Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flags Castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage and the safety of the delegates.
I'll tell Lady Arabelle about your plans.
How often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though, did the Ascendant Magus inadvertently help us by attacking the royals? We shall see. Go. Tell Arabelle. She'll make the arrangements.
High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernstgar fought together against the Ascendant Magus.
Did they now? I can't wait to hear the entire story. I am surprised they didn't make use of the wards protecting Memorial Hall, though. We prepared the site to keep the delegates safe throughout the peace talks.
The Ascendant Magus's magic broke through the wards. He almost toppled the entire castle.
Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. Where did he learn that, I wonder?
The Ascendant Magus was Count Demar Dufort. What do you think?
Demar Dufort? Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him?
He ordered the Magus to attack All Flags Island, but we never saw him at the castle.
Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. I imagine he's in hiding, fearing exposure and seeking a way to rebuild his forces. I suspect the Lord will remain in the shadows for now. Stay vigilant. Inform me if you learn anything more.
Right. You know what? One more fast travel. Why the hell not? Oh, one more recall warp.
Welcome, my dear. What news do you bring from Steadfast Manor? Were you able to meet with Lord Bacaro, dear? What did he say when you told him about our victory?
Lord Bacaro wants to hold a celebration at Gonfalon Palace. He wants you to make the arrangements.
An excellent idea. Lord Bacaro knows it's vital to bring the delegates back to the table. After recent events, their faith in diplomacy might well be suspect. But a party, that's something they can all agree on. Can I impose on you again, dear?
What do you need me to do?
Tell the delegates Lord Bacaro dearly hopes they can attend a gathering at Gonfalon Palace. If anyone hesitates, use your charms to convince them to join us. Meanwhile, I'll throw something together. Meet me at Gonfalon Palace when you're done.
Where can I find the Alliance leaders?
Royals, no concern for their own safety. They each went off in search of a diversion. High King Emmerich to the temple, Queen Irene to stroll the harbor, and Prince Ernskar to the inn. I asked the Sisters' Guard to keep an eye on them, discreetly.
How will you get Gonfalon Palace ready for a celebration so quickly?
Leave that to me, dear. I'll send Jakan to round up our 3 brave captains and put them to work. It'll be all hands on deck, as it were, but I think we can manage. You just make sure the Alliance leaders attend the party.
Do you think any of the Alliance leaders will refuse the invitation?
These royals are a stubborn lot, or hadn't you noticed? I can never predict what they will do from one moment to the next. Remind them these peace talks are imperative. If that doesn't work, tell them the other 2 accepted your invitation.
You want me to lie to the Alliance leaders?
Sometimes a few untruths are required to grease the wheels of diplomacy. The royals will see right through the ruse, of course, but they'll play along. All they need is a reason to believe that this isn't a waste of their time.
Alright, makes sense. I get blue as like a lore book, but what the heck is the glowing yellow?
Magus Slayer! To what do I owe this pleasure? Have I thanked you yet for all you've done? Not just for the alliances and Lady Arabelle, but for me personally. No? Well, thank you, my friend. I don't know many people who could have beaten the Ascendant Magus. But what brings you to the temple?
Lord Bacaro has invited you to attend the celebration.
Another royal function. I'm getting tired of those ghastly affairs in most cases. I was just considering heading home. Queen Maria must be missing me terribly. Unless... is the celebration in my honor? It's bad form to refuse such parties.
Right. Sure. Well, for you and the other alliance leaders, it'll be held at Gonfalon Palace.
Iren and Ernskar? Well, I can't allow them to attend and not show up myself. And I guess I do owe them something of a debt, too. They did help us on Amanos and at All Flags Castle. All right, I'll attend Lord Bacaro's celebration.
I'll see you at Gonfalon Palace.
It seems I'll need to pay more attention to the Sisters Archipelago in the future. My negligence allowed treason to fester and bloom unchecked. That changes now. But enough grim talk. We must celebrate. I will see you at Lord Bacaro's gathering.
Since we learned that the Ascendant Magus is Count Damar, will you punish House Dufort?
I will need to treat that situation delicately. Until I can prove one way or another that Duchess Alea was truly ignorant of her brother's plot, I can't in good conscience reprimand the entire house. Still, I don't take treason lightly.
At least Count Damar can't threaten you again.
No, but we didn't exterminate all of those Order bastards, and their so-called Ascendant Lord is still loose. I have no doubt his rogue knights will rise against us again. I'll withhold judgment on the Duforts until my daggers investigate, though.
Hello, friend. Looking for me? I've always loved the sea. Comes from growing up on Somerset, I suppose. But what can I do for you, my friend? Don't tell me there are more rogue knights threatening High Isle.
Not at the moment. Lord Bacaro invited you to attend the celebration.
A party? Just another excuse to get me and Emmerich in the same room. Oh, very well. If we could face unprecedented danger together, we can probably survive sharing a few drinks and some food. And where will this gala event be held?
The celebration's being held at Gonfalon Palace.
That's probably for the best. It's close by. And All Flags Castle was quite a mess after the battle with the Ascendant Magus. It will take Lord Bacaro considerable effort if he plans to make it ready for the conference again.
I'll see you at Gonfalon Palace.
Most of the belongings I brought along were lost when the Perfect Pounce sank into the sea. I wonder if I can find any suitable attire on this island. Breton tastes leave something to be desired. What am I thinking? This outfit is perfectly fine.
Did you talk with High King Emmerich and Prince Ernskar before the attack on All Flags Islet?
We did not discuss peace, if that's what you're asking. We disagree on important issues, which is why diplomacy usually begins with social occasions. Banquets, balls, hunts, and the like. Rarely do they involve fighting for your life, though.
What did you talk about then?
We regaled each other with tales of how we survived the shipwrecks and our adventures on Amanos. I believed Emmerich was past his prime, no longer the great hero. And Ernskar struck me as young and brash. I now have a different perspective.
Wow. And Ernskar is at the inn, probably drinking it up with our cultural exchange delegate. Yes. Guess surprisingly not.
Maybe I can run the kitchen instead.
Well met, friend. Come have a drink with me.
Wouldn't mind if I did.
After the battles we endured, I was hoping to find a celebration. Unfortunately, this inn is as dead as the elk served at the Skull King's table. Have you come to drink with me, perhaps, my friend?
Not specifically. Lord Bakaro's invited you to attend the celebration.
Well, that's a welcome bit of news. Even a party full of royals and nobles has got to be better than this place. Wait, will Emmerich and Iron be in attendance? If they decline the invitation, I probably should as well.
Queen Irene and High King Emmerich both pledged to attend the celebration at Gonfalon Palace.
Then it seems I have no other choice. I will attend Lord Bakaro's celebration, and if the festivities evolve into more serious conversations, perhaps I will even listen. I'll see you there, my friend.
See you at Gonfalon Palace.
Wait until the Skull King hears what he missed. Raging storms, a deadly jungle, a battle against near hopeless odds at an ancient castle. My father is going to kick himself. Well, maybe not about the storms. He gets sick at sea.
You really think Yoren the Skull King will be disappointed he wasn't here for all this?
Absolutely. He was an adventuring bard before he took the throne of Eastern Skyrim. He's not as ancient as Emmerich, and that old lion enjoyed himself. When we weren't almost dying, at least. I'll send a report to my father. Tell him all about it.
So you plan to stick around and wait for the peace talks to resume?
As long as nothing else out of the ordinary happens, I'll stay. At least for a while. The weather here on High Isle is so much nicer than what we have in Windhelm. I can do without the cold and the snow for a little longer.
Alright then. Alright. Oh, the palace is just over yonder. Or is it? Yeah. I wonder whose place this is. Lord Bakaro's? Ah, lore book. Wonder how many of those I found. Seven out of 10. That's not bad. How did I do with the achievements? Alright, to the banquet hall I go.
Hey, good looking. Got a moment?
Oh boy.
Lord Bakaro may have proclaimed that this was a celebration for the Alliance leaders, but everyone came out to see the hero who saved All Flags Castle. I'm impressed how fast the word got around, even if I may have had something to do with that.
Something else on your mind, Shakar?
Just wanted you to know. I worked it out with Lady Arabelle. She considers my debt to her paid in full. I think she may have confused me with you, but I'll take it any way I can get it. So go in and enjoy the party. I'm sure I'll see you around.
You were a part of this. It's your celebration too.
I put on a few disguises, sure. And I'm glad everyone's safe. But all this hero stuff gives me a rash. I'm not supposed to attract so much attention. Anyway, Lady Arabelle wants a word with you before she starts the main event. She's waiting inside.
Good luck, Jakarn. I'll speak with Lady Arabelle. Wow.
Not my finest work, but I think this venue will do.
Oh, is this Isabel? I don't think Ember plays this. Oh shit!
I was hoping I'd see you today.
Didn't even notice. Alright, let's. I'm not gonna waste any more time. This is cool. Lady Arabelle?
I see you convinced our royal guest to come to our little gathering. Well done, dear. Now for the tricky part. Persuading them to stay for Lord Bacaro's talks. After so many perils, I suppose I couldn't blame them if they decided to leave.
The Alliance leaders agreed to attend the party, and I think they'll stay for the peace talks.
Excellent, dear. You saved Emmerich and the others from the Ascendant Order and ended the threat of the Magus. Plus, you salvaged the talks and restored the hope for peace. Take this. This is your day as much as anyone's. I have to address the crowd.
As you wish.
We're here to celebrate the coming together of 3 great leaders, and to show our appreciation for a hero who saved the delegates and kept our hopes for peace alive. On behalf of Lord Bacaro and the Society of the Steadfast, I ask our
Because of
honored
you,
guests
we
to
might see an
enjoy
end
the
to this
celebration.
bitter, stupid war. It's an honor to ride with you and be a blade in your service.
The Aldmeri Dominion thanks our hero and promises to participate when the talks resume.
The Ebonheart Pact wholeheartedly agrees.
As does the Daggerfall Covenant. 3 cheers for our hero and for Lord Bacaro!
I suppose I should have been standing up there.
Well said, High King, and well said, Queen and Prince. Let the celebration begin.
Alright, time to get blasted.
What a party! Lots of fancy people here. I've got to be on my best behavior. I promise not to pick anyone's pocket or anything. This is your big day. I'm not going to get in the way of that. Unless you want to see what's in Emmerich's pockets.
You've been bragging about knowing me.
Of course. Some people seem skeptical that the same person who rescued the Alliance leaders and killed the Ascendant Magus also chased down sheep magic to look like people. But that's part of the fun. Now go celebrate. You've earned it.
Wait, does that mean Isabel had something for this too?
What would you ask of me?
Hold on. And then she does just reappear here. Ah.
I'm going to stick right here by the Knight Commander. At least if I stand here and keep my mouth shut, I can't embarrass myself any further.
Do you want me to introduce you?
What? No. Nope. I'm good here. I tried to introduce myself to High King Emmerich when the commander spoke to him, and I kind of forgot my own name. So, if I try that again, I think I'll die of shame.
Are you enjoying the party?
Other than putting my boot squarely in my mouth, you mean? Yes, I'm having a lovely time. Have you had any of those little finger sandwiches? And Jakarn has tried to hit on me no less than 3 times. I don't have the heart to tell him.
Have a good time, Isabel. Haven't helped her out yet. She's supposed to be stuck on that. Yeah. All the delegates. Well, I've got things to do. What does this look like? Oh, this is Lady Arabelle's outfit. Yeah, no, not really my thing. Well, I suppose I'll wear it for now. Now, let me check something. Because there's another deck you can unlock by, yeah, I got all these deck pieces, so that's one deck. Nice. Alright, there's supposed to be another achievement here that I can get? What's this gotta do? Do I by chance have any of those quests in my journal? I've got one. Who knows? I'll just quickly finish as many as I can. Much to do, so. I think there is a card deck that I can get from. Yeah.
I hear that the nobles turned out to be High King Emmerich and some other royals. They had a party in Gonfalon Bay.
Let's insert our keys. Hopefully we don't have to turn them all at the same time. Look at that. Amazing. Let's head inside. Come, friend. The treasure awaits.
Put them to sleep and throw them in the cage. Remember the boss.
Wake up, my darling. And thanks for opening the vault. You always did have a way with locks and keys.
Marcel? What are you doing in that cage?
Poor Valentine. As confused as ever. You're in the cage, my dear. I'm stealing the treasure.
Huh?
You don't look as surprised as my darling husband. But I do want to thank you for helping him open this vault for me. Makes stealing the treasure out from under him ever so much easier.
You lied to me. This was your plan all along.
You say lie, I say slight fabrication. Let's just agree to disagree. But otherwise, yes. I always plan for the long game.
But Valentine is your husband. Why not just share the treasure like you wanted to?
Share? Real thieves don't share, my sweet. Everything we do is selfish and self-serving. Valentine knows that. It's part of the code. The treasure is mine. All of it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have minions to command and a vault to rob. Ta-ta. All right, my minions, gather up the treasure and let's get out of here.
Isn't she a marvel? Well, we need our own escape route. Here, grab my hammer and chisel and find us a way out of here.
You're not still
Knock on
simping
the
over
walls
her,
with the
are
hammer
you?
and chisel and look for a weak spot. Volcanic tunnels riddle these islands. There's bound to be one nearby. Nope, too solid. Look for a large crack or something. Sounds solid. Knock in another spot. That sounds promising. And that's why I carry a hammer and chisel. Now, let's get out of here. Now that we're free, we can finish what we started.
Well, how can we finish when your wife has already taken the treasure?
You assume Marcel knows about the Daybreak Gem, but I never mentioned it when I told her the legend of the vault. I always hold back a secret or two. Marcel has no idea that the big, non-precious gem is really the key to a larger treasure.
So you think she left the gem behind? Alright. Oh, and here's hammer and chisel back.
Ah, my trusty hammer and chisel. Saved my ass on more than one occasion. Now, let's go find that gem and get to the extraction point before Marcel. If we hurry, we can still turn the tide on the love of my life.
I don't know if you're a simp or if the two of you deserve each other.
There's our exit. I'll set up this ladder while you find the gem. Check the lockboxes that Marcel left behind. It has to be in one of them. That's definitely the Daybreak Gem, my friend. Look how it refuses to glisten. Now, up the ladder and let's get out of here. We're out! Now, let's get to that extraction point Marcel told you about.
Definitely one of those quests where I should be bringing Ember along.
Ha! I knew you missed me.
I'll meet you at the extraction point, my friend.
Ah.
Better than ever before. Sorcery. It's a word, right?
Climb, my friend, climb! We did it, my friend. Look, we beat my wife to the extraction point. Smashing!
Valentine? How did you...
You constantly underestimate me, oh love of my life. Here, let me just cut these ropes for you.
Damn you, Valentine. Didn't think you had it in you. But I will see you soon, my love. Count on it.
Always, my love. Always.
Yeah, y'all are perfect for each other.
Marcel is angry with me, but she'll get over it. These competitions keep our blood hot, if you catch my meaning. While she finds another way out of the jungle, we slip away on the next ship departing Amino Station. Now, about my gem.
Here, take the gem.
Ah, and a beautiful specimen it is. Marcel never understands the importance of legends, and that's why we bested her this day. Anyway, I never would have succeeded without your assistance. Take this, with my compliments.
Right.
One of these days, I'll figure out where I need to take the Daybreak Gem. Then the treasure of the Daybreak monks will be mine. Perhaps I'll reach out to you, my friend. You're quite handy to have around when the going gets troublesome.
You don't know where this other treasure is hidden.
Oh, not a clue. I'm still in the information-gathering stage of the heist. Legends require a lot of research and study to fully uncover. But one day, I will need to hide the gem, though. I don't want Marcel to get too curious when she gets back.
You and your wife have a strange relationship.
You think so? I suppose. We do have a healthy competitive streak, but it adds spice to our marriage. We really do love each other.
So what's next for you, Valentine?
Well, first I need to get off this damn island, then that research I mentioned, and some relaxation. Always good to take time, especially after a successful heist. I also want to plan something nice for when Marcel gets home. Something romantic.
Between thieves, what are you gonna do? Something romantic?
Most certainly. I learned a long time ago that some fine wine, a box of sweets, and a little romance take the edge off. Help soothe Marcel's murderous impulses after I win one of our competitions. That's the secret to a happy marriage, my friend.
I mean, what's the old expression? Happy wife, happy life?
Until next time, my friend.
Alright. Yeah, seriously, no idea. So... we'll definitely come here and see where that goes. She does a waste shrine right there. What the hell am I doing?
You know how I get when it's too bumpy.
Trust me, this ride will be very smooth.
Let's go.
Oh, naturally the one over there drops something. Okay.
I always wanted to climb those guard towers. Father never let me.
Did you leave your mother back at Emino Station? No, absolutely not. I cannot have you getting underfoot. Go to your room.
I bring an adventurer to help, Father, and you send me to my room? Ugh!
Why couldn't Marilyn stay with her mother? I don't have any sentries to spare on her protection. Adventurer, since you're here anyway, we should speak. Come here. You're the adventurer who escorted Marilyn here? I suppose I should thank you for ensuring her safety. I'm surprised that you're not a tall tale like the others she invented to get away from her bodyguards when she was younger.
You must be Marilyn's father.
I have that singular fortune. My wife is away and treating House Mornard for more centuries. She's better at handling Marilyn. I don't agree with my daughter's actions, but her instinct to bring you here was good. I could use your skills.
Marilyn said there was something going on in the mine.
And now my daughter is sharing our secrets. Yes, the mine is in a state of disarray. Creatures known as Hadalids invaded the lower tunnels. Work stopped. Sentries and prisoners are dead. I can barely hold the mine with the forces I have left.
What do you want me to do?
Give me your map. The towers around the mine reported that a caravan laden with medical supplies was drawing near. They've yet to arrive. Find out what's keeping them. We're desperately low on bandages. Don't dally.
I'll find the missing supplies.
If we don't manage to quell the Hadalid invasion, I'm gonna have to abandon the mine. House Mornard will not be pleased.
You're the overseer of this mine?
I am. Many years ago, I was only a warden working at Amino Station. House Mornard took note of my work and gave me leave to oversee Broke Rock Mine. They treat my family and I well. In return, the mine supplies them with precious ammonites.
Those who work for you are prisoners?
Prisoners swing the pickaxes while sentries keep an eye on things and organize work in the tunnels. Don't be fooled by misplaced compassion. The prisoners deserve their sentences, and my mine provides them with protection, food, and pay.
Where'd the Hadalids come from?
The Hadalids' origins are a mystery and not my concern. Dealing with their infestation is my priority. Nothing holds them at bay. Enough talk. Our tasks require attention. Go. Find my missing supplies.
Okay. Alright. This is one thing I could do at least. Oh.
Your See? Father acts like I'm a burden to be locked away and dealt with later. Not an adult who has some capacity to help. He probably told you to see if I was in my room, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
Oh. Well, that means he can't yell at you if he catches me out here. What did he ask you to do?
He asked me to see what happened to a medical supply caravan.
I was hoping Father needed us to battle the Hadalids. Recovering bandages and poultices is just as important, right? Oh, maybe there'll be resonance crystals. I haven't sung into one of those for a while.
Let's find the caravan.
I get to help someone.
If you get hurt, he's gonna kill me just as quickly as he's going to kill you.
The trail the caravans use is just up ahead. Maybe we'll be able to see where they are from there. Resonance crystals? The caravan? Where is everyone? Giselle. Derek. No. They're gone. Dead. How could this happen?
Is this the supply caravan?
It was so close to the mine. What attacked them? It looks like a beast tore them apart. But which one? Could it be the Hadalids?
You think Hadalids did this?
It couldn't have been the prisoner gangs. They left a lot of supplies behind. Is this what adventuring is like? Seeing the people you grew up with like this?
Finding a lot of people like this. The Hadalids might still be around here.
I'm not going to leave without singing a song to honor my friends. These crystals will project my voice to the other carts. Would you check for the supplies while I sing? I see the other carts to the left.
I'll look for the medical supplies.
I hope this song brings your spirits peace.
You going to enchant something with that? Can I watch?
Sure.
Oh, good. You have the supplies. I'm nearly done. Ah! Look! On the ridge! There! Monsters! Hadalids! There was blood on their claws. Were they coming to kill me?
Were those crystals glowing?
Resonance crystals. The prisoners carry them to amplify the mine's sounds and help warn them of any collapses. But I use them to make my songs louder too. Did the glow scare the Hadalids off? No. It was the music.
Your music scared off the Hadalids?
I think so. Or it calmed them enough that they left peacefully? Pucks. I never finished the song. I'll have to start from the beginning now.
What if the Hadalids come back?
I'll find more resonance crystals. Their power and my song will keep me safe. And I'm going to honor my friends, monsters or not. You should go back to the camp. Tell Father what happened here.
I'll tell your father what we found.
I'll catch up to you once the song's done.
Marylene? The Hadalids. They attacked. Your father.
The Hadalids attacked! What happened?
The Overseer. He was forced into the mine during the attack.
They dragged him into the mine? No time to lose, friend.
We drove the Hadalids back into the mine with everything we had. Swords, fists, rocks. The prisoners even used their pickaxes. But the Hadalids, their claws are just so sharp.
Are you hurt?
I'll survive. Not everyone was so lucky. We'll be digging graves tomorrow. Hopefully not for the Overseer, or his daughter. Please, follow her. I can't do much to help against the Hadalids now.
I'll follow Marilyn into the mine. Brother.
My trusty adventurer friend. I felt rather foolish the moment I ran in here without you.
Why didn't you wait for me?
From what Enoch told me, it sounded like the attack just happened. Maybe if I'd been faster at the caravan, we could have rescued Father.
Do you have a plan?
No. I don't have your experience, but I am not going to twiddle my thumbs while Father's fate is decided. And if you don't think I can do this, I'll prove myself to both you and Father.
Do you know how to navigate the mine?
I explored the tunnels a lot when I was younger. At night, of course. I didn't want to be caught. Unless they dug new tunnels, I'll know where we are.
Alright, let's go into the mine. If we're lucky, someone else is already here, cleared out most of the monsters. As soon as I said something. As soon as I freaking said something.
Did you hear that? It sounded like it was coming from in here. Yvel! Stendarr, blind me. What happened?
Marilyn? You can't be in... The Hadalids. They're coming back for us.
Yvel, you're in no state to fight. Adventurer, we need a plan.
What do you have in mind?
Yvel and the others are too hurt to fend off the Hadalids outside. I took some resonance crystals from the caravan. They should amplify my calming song. Do you still have the medical supplies?
I still have the supplies.
Good. Tend to them as best you can. I'll see if the song works on the Hadalids. I think I know what happened before and how to recreate it.
What if the song doesn't work?
I won't go far. If the Hadalids keep coming, I'll run to you and we'll make our stand. It'll be the two of us against all of them. No pressure, right?
Yeah. I'll use the medical supplies to heal the wounded.
I'll keep the Hadalids at bay. Patch up Yvel and the others.
Thank you. It's already starting to ease my pain.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll feel better in a few days' time.
If any more monsters throw rocks at me, I'll be ready for them.
Lord Shu'jat did not like the taste of that. But Lord Shu'jat never likes potions.
The Hadalids are leaving.
Marilyn? That song! The Hadalids aren't trying to get in anymore?
It worked. Friend, check in with Yvel. I need to catch my breath.
Where did Marilyn learn to do something like that? That was completely different from when she would conjure butterflies in the gardens. Thanks to you both, we won't die in here.
Will you and the others be able to make it out of here safely?
Thoroughly and I know what we're doing. And that prisoner over there, Bellaton, is spoiling for a fight. We'll be fine. Besides, if you two made it here, then I'm sure the way back outside is safe enough. We'll go there and reinforce the camp.
Overseer Barthel was dragged away in the Hadal attack. Have you seen him?
I didn't see him, no. But we heard those monsters screaming in pain. Couldn't make sense of it until now. The Overseer has a reputation for being fearsome in battle. The sounds disappeared deeper into the mine.
We'll head deeper into the tunnels.
Father can't be far. Let's go. Father's dagger. He came this way. A piece of Father's cloak. We're definitely on the right path.
Try to keep moving.
A cane? He was one of Father's personal... That's Father's voice! Father! Are you hurt? Where are the Hadalids?
Marilyn? You're supposed to be safely outside. Adventurer, come here.
I am safe, and you'd better be thanking my friend for seeing to that.
I spent my entire life keeping Marilyn out of harm's way. Did it matter? No. Here she is, deep within a mine, filled with horrible creatures who've already killed my best sentries. This is a disaster. How did you manage to find me?
We tracked your battle with the Hadalids through the tunnels.
Marilyn saw all of that and she's still in here? No. Why am I surprised? Of course she'd stay. I held off those foul beasts as long as I could. Do whatever you can to get them out of my mine.
What do you have in mind?
They must have some reason to remain here. Kill them. Poison the tunnels. I don't care. I am leaving, and I'm taking my daughter and all my sentries with me. It's far too dangerous here.
You believe Marilyn will leave with you?
Marilyn still thinks the prisoners here are her friends. She never fully understood the dangers of Amanos. And I wouldn't be a good father if I left her to discover it now. Don't leave these tunnels until they're safe.
I'll deal with the Hadalids.
Friend, I have an idea.
Oh boy.
Here, take the resonance crystals. These are the ones I took from the caravan site. They are the key to everything.
How will the resonance crystals help?
I can calm the Hadalids with my magic. With the resonance crystals amplifying the song, we can get more of the Hadalids to stop attacking us. But I think I can get them to do something else, too.
What's your plan?
My plan? I'm going to change the nature of the spell. Make it so the Hadalids aren't just calmer, but they don't want to be in the mine at all. I'm sure I can convince some of them to leave.
You can do that.
I'm a Thama vocalist, remember? My music casts magic. If I can change my lyrics, I can get the spell to change too. We'd need to place a lot of resonance crystals. I know just the spots. And we'll need to find the entrance the Hadalids use.
Let's find some Hadalids.
Father, we're going in to deal with the Hadalids.
Leave the Hadalids in the hands of a capable adventurer. You're staying with me.
I won't let my friend face the Hadalids alone.
Young lady, you will listen to your father.
I fared better against the Hadalids than you or anyone else. I'm going deeper into the mine. You can make it out on your own.
Oh boy. You know, funny, I was recently playing God of War Rag, and this is... Huh.
Don't underestimate that. Nice find. I'm like a good luck charm, aren't I?
Water. This tunnel must be the deepest one. These crystals have to work. The Hadalids can't stay here.
I'm watching a mud crab cook in its own shell.
I'm gonna show off a little.
Did the Hadalids attack because of the noise? Mines are loud places.
How do I guess I'm just go up here.
You're near the shore now. Maybe tunneling here angered the Hadalids. The entryway has... These crystals are set. Let's look for the entryway. Maybe it's upstairs. Up there! They have to be coming from those holes. Let me get a better view. Yes! Crystals, I'll start the song. The song's done. We did it. Some of the Hadalids left the mine. Father will be waiting for us at the camp. Use that door down there. That'll take you outside.
Okay.
You proved more capable than I thought. Your mother was right in sending for you.
I'm capable? Does this mean you'll let me go on adventures?
Ah, adventurer. Come over here, if you please. Thank you. Marilyn told me some of what occurred with the Hadalids. I'd like to believe it was all your doing, but maybe it's time for me to reconsider my approach to our discussions. Her magic has its uses.
What will happen to the mine now?
If my wife was successful in her negotiations with House Mornard, she'll return with enough sentries to replace the ones we lost. With the Hadalids calmer due to Marilyn's song, my sentries will be able to fight them off in due course.
Are you worried that more Hadalids will come into the mine?
If they do, we'll be ready for them. I'll come up with a strategy to further deal with the infestation tonight and speak with the sentries. No one will be caught unaware again.
Sounds like you helped the mine up and running in no time.
That's my job. Marilyn is excited to talk to you. I suggest you say your farewells before you head back out to your adventuring.
We did it! Once the prisoners and sentries recover, they'll be able to return to work, without having to worry about being attacked, too.
The new song did what you thought it would?
My plan worked! Or it looks like it's working. You believed in me even though I know I wasn't entirely prepared for this adventure. At least I wasn't when we set off. Thank you. Take this. It's from my father and I. I can't believe it. We did it! I did it! I always knew I could use my magic to help people, but now we proved it! I can be an adventurer.
Is that what you want to do in the future?
The future? It's what I want to do now. Look at all the good we did here. We saved the mine.
Where do you think you'll go?
Somewhere where no one knows who I am or who my father is. When I leave, I don't want to feel like I'm still proving myself to him. I'll be an adventurer in my own right. Maybe Kefram. Or Somerset. Ships sail to those shores all the time.
Do you think your father will let you go?
I hope it doesn't come to that. We'll talk, work through our disagreements. But if he goes back to being a stubborn mule, then I'll have no choice but to leave anyway. The world needs my skills. I'm not going to be content here.
Cool. Is there some sort of event going where I'm getting double money or something? Not that I'm aware of. Ah. Six points of interest taken care of. Alrighty. So I know this one is at least one of them. But what else is on my quest log? Who knows? Suppose now's time to help out. What's her name? Alright, Stibbins.
You opened my old hope chest? Oh, that's not good.
Lady Clarice Laurent. I'm Lady... No, I am someone else.
Captain? Is that you in there, my love?
Ah, first a curse and now a ghost. Oh, talk to Lady Laurent, please. I'm much too upset for rational discourse.
Right.
My darling Jan, seeing you makes my loins stir and my... Ow!
Lady Laurent, are you alright?
Get out of my head!
Lady Laurent, is that you?
Is that... Oh, what a ridiculous question. Wait, who are you? Did my hapless manservant actually manage to find someone willing to help? Oh, good. I seem to have unleashed some sort of curse when I opened this chest.
Why were you talking so strangely?
It's the sea captain. Stibbins and I were exploring when I spotted this hope chest partially buried in the sand. I usually let my manservant deal with such things, but for some reason, I felt compelled to open it. That's when...
When what?
I remember my ship, a proud vessel, and my valiant crew. There was a storm, I think, but I can't remember my name. Ooh, interesting. My body didn't have quite this many tempting curves the last time I checked.
Who am I talking to?
Why, I'm Captain... Kinnereth's R sits right on the tip of my tongue. Well, never mind that. Come, Jan. We must hither to the big tree. I promised to meet you there, and now that I have a body, nothing can stop me.
The big tree.
Oh dear! Follow Lady Laurent. She's in no condition to wander off on her own.
Did my love say we were to meet by the big tree? I remember. Something. But everything seems caught in a fog.
What do you know about the curse?
I fear I cannot tell you much. The curse has something to do with forgetfulness, and plays havoc with the memories of all it touches, including me.
Do you know who you are?
I remember a little. My name is Jan Emery. I know I've been waiting a very long time for my love to return to me. That sounded like him. Inside that noble lady.
Is your love a sea captain?
I think so. Oh, why is it so hard to remember anything? Damn this curse. It puts me all out of sorts. Please, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It upsets me so. Wait, I'm coming with you.
Begone, brother. I plan to dock with my lady love, and this boat has no need of a third oar.
Brother? Third oar? Milady, you're confused.
Ah, there you are, my turtle dove. Come to me, my darling. I've missed you so.
The ghost woman. She's inside you, friend. The captain thinks you're her. Talk to Milady and play along. See what you can learn.
Ah, fair Jan. How I've longed to hold you close again. You were never far from my thoughts, even while I sailed across the stormy seas. And here I am, just as I promised, back from the war for an intimate rendezvous under our favorite tree.
This is starting to sound like a Shakespeare play. You fought in a war?
You tease me, my little vixen. You know I am a captain in the magnificent All Flags Navy. Perhaps the best in the entire fleet. Ah, but I do enjoy our little amusements. What game are we playing this time, pray tell?
No game. I'm just trying to remember. You've been gone so long.
Alas, that is the nature of war, my dearest. Those Sloane are terrible creatures. But know this! Every time I set sail, I do it for you. I cannot abide another day with my love in dire peril from the threat of Thras's monsters.
And what should I call you, my darling?
Now I know you jest, my sweet. To my crew, I am Captain. But to you, I am... Ow! 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 Oh!
Lady Laurent?
Get out! Ugh. Yes, it's me. At least for the moment. Take my useless manservant and go to the lighthouse. The plaques there tell the story of the All Flags Navy. Maybe they contain a clue as to how to break this damn curse.
We'll go and see what we can learn at the lighthouse.
Off with you. Take Stibbins and investigate the lighthouse. I'll be along in a moment. I need to compose myself. It's clear that this randy sea captain has strong feelings for the ghost that's inside you. Maybe we can use that. Let me ponder.
Why isn't Jan's ghost trying to control me the way the sea captain is trying to control you?
No idea. But I could see her inside you while the captain was at the helm, as it were. She was giving me... him The puppy dog eyes. Very disconcerting. Anyway, to the lighthouse. It's clear this is somehow tied to the All Flags Navy.
What can you tell me about the All Flags Navy?
Ugh, you do realize it's taking everything I have to keep that foul-mouthed, lascivious sea captain at bay? Go read the plaques and learn the history for yourself. Or maybe you can get that ghost inside you to help. I'll be along shortly.
You know, I didn't.
Oh, yes, the lighthouse. It's full of historical information. What a good idea, milady.
Right.
Examine the historical plaques and see what you make of them.
Ah, the old lighthouse. I remember it well.
Right. Terrible illness ravaged the continent of Tamriel starting the year 1E 2200. This deadly sickness, which came to be known as the Thracian Plague, claimed more than half the population before it ran its course. For a good portion of the early part of the century, the origin of the plague remained a mystery and the subject of much speculation. First it appeared along the southwestern shores of the continent, spreading outward from Daggerfall, Hagath, Anvil, and Falinesti. Not even the islands of the High Elves were safe, and the city of Congrad on Somerset was devastated by the disease. The plague took a terrible toll that was measured in more than just lives lost. The political ramifications of the disease changed the direction of Tamriel. Valenwood was weakened, the population of Eliak Bay was drastically reduced, and the tribes of Elsewhere decreased from 16 to a mere 2. When it became evident that the Sloat were responsible for this unprovoked attack, steps were taken to deal with the threat once and for all.
Ah, yes, the Thracian Plague. Terrible disease, simply terrible. I was lucky. So many others.
Baron Admiral Bendu Olo, the Colovian king of Anvil, devised a plan. I'm just gonna keep this on screen long enough. You can pause it after the fact. Okay, how? Right. Why is it this? Just a small detail and oversight. So this one's probably 3 pages long, right? The work underway on Ohio was conducted with as much secrecy as possible, and no way did Baron Admiral want to tip their hands to the Sloat. The first vessels assigned to the fleet came from existing navies and established patrols around Hyle to safeguard the island. Initially, the Sloat ignored the activity around Hyle, but as the shipyards edged even closer to completion, minor skirmishes began to spring up in the wars between Thrash and sisters. The Sloat never launched a massive initiative against the island, so it remains unclear as to whether they never recognized the threat or did not have the forces to strike at the island. The shipyards and docks were completed in 1E 2249. A large fleet of ships from every Tamrielic nation were already on hand to defend the island, and these formed the basis of Olo's newly designed All Flags Navy. Just as they finished construction on the island facilities and infrastructure, the workers immediately turned their attention to building warships specifically to add to the fleet. The word went out far and wide. Common volunteers become sailors, marines, and captains to serve aboard the new vessels. Bendel Olu's dream of powerful united fleet to reign justice on the Sloat were coming to fruition.
Ah, what a sight. When the first ships of the All Flags Navy sailed into the upgraded harbor, I was aboard one of those vessels, and it was here that I met my lady love.
Right. Between
so many lost. But even as my ship sank beneath the waves, I knew that victory was in our grasp.
Was half. Wow.
Tobin Moorcroft. I know that name. My brother. Yes! Yes, the Master Builder was my brother!
Tobin Moorcroft. Oh, this is all that wretched scoundrel's fault.
Oh, the ghost woman! Oh, at least she's no longer inside you, my friend. See what she wants. I'm much too frightened to approach any such apparition.
I read these plaques all the time, but I never remember a word. Just that history has forgotten my love. And even I can only remember bits and pieces. Until today. I remember Tobin Moorcroft, and I spit on his memory.
What do you remember about Moorcroft?
I remember that he was a cad and a coward. A sorry excuse for a man. He was my beloved's brother, and the master builder of the All Flags Memorials. He carved the names into the garden plaque personally. But not my captain's. Not my love.
Do you remember your love now?
I remember only glimpses, like a shadow moving across a wall. He was a sea captain, tall, strong, proud. He called me his little turtle dove, his safe port in a storm. Oh, I wish I could remember his name, or his touch, or his face.
Was your love one of the captains that sailed with the All Flags Navy?
The All Flags? Yes. Yes, I think that's right. That's what it says on these old plaques. Oh, I wish I could remember more. It's the curse, I fear. Gets into everything and muddies the water. Been that way ever since... Damn it!
Ever since Tobin Moorcroft?
Tobin? Yes. I refused that snake's advances. I was grieving in shock and in pain. And he demanded I betray my love for another man. How could I? It was too soon. You must help. I think it started at the inn. End this curse so I can remember.
Okay.
The inn? The building at the center of the island? I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go look.
Watch me go!
Please.
I remember this place. Jan and I shared many pleasant encounters beneath this roof before I set sail with the fleet.
Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not.
Lady Jan seems to think one of us is someone untoward. Talk to her, my friend.
No, Tobin. You cannot offer me a drink. And I have absolutely no intention of dancing with you.
Alright.
I'm here with my captain, and I have no patience for the advances of his foolish younger brother. Away with you, foul sir.
Alright.
Jan is mine, little brother. Go play with your hammer and chisels. My sweet deserves a night to remember before I set sail from Port Sargo.
A night to remember? But anyway, Port Sargo, that's the old dock on the eastern shore of this very islet.
Joy. First she possesses me, and then she thinks she's, I'm one of her, one of the many people who have failed to make advances at her. Great.
The ruins of Port Sargo. Somewhat disconcerting, as long deserted places tend to be. But there's a plaque. See what it says.
The All Flags Navy started here. Flags Navy started here as the first ships arrived to help protect the island while the infrastructure was under construction. Before the shipyards could turn out new vessels, the peoples of Tamriel sent their best ships to patrol the waters around High Isle. There were ships with a line from established navies, merchants, vessels, freebooters, and mercenaries, all ready to defend the effort and eventually take the war directly to the Slode. They were the initial 14 ships that arrived to form the basis of the All Flags Navy. Long may they be remembered. The relentless Colovian Baron Admiral Bendo Olo, Anvil Song, Colovian Baron Captain Breton, yep.
The pristine halberd. The captain's name has been scratched off the plaques on the pedestal and on the wall.
Here to see me off, little brother? How touching. Baron Admiral Bendu, my vessel is ready to sail as soon as you give the word.
Baron Admiral Bendu Olo was in charge of the All Flags Navy. Pretend to be the admiral, and perhaps the captain will reveal his name.
Baron Admiral, after years of preparation, we're finally ready to show those slug bastards what for. My ship was one of the first to join the fleet, and today it's ready. Give the word and we'll set sail on the next wave.
Remind me, Captain, which vessel is yours again?
Why, just the finest warship ever to set sail from High Rock. Surely you remember the name of...
By any chance, is your ship the Pristine Halberd?
Why, yes, of course! The Pristine Halberd! The pride of the Breton fleet. We've helped protect this rock during the long years of buildup. Now we're ready to be the instrument of vengeance, just as you planned.
Yes, a fine ship. And remind me, who is the captain of the Pristine Halberd?
The captain? Why, I am the captain!
Yes, but tell me your name, Captain.
My name? Why, I'm...
Captain?
Renwick Moorcroft, captain of the Pristine Halberd and proud member of the All Flags Navy.
So you're Captain Renwick Moorcroft.
Out! No, I'm Lady Laurent. He's Captain Renwick. But why haven't you broken this curse yet? I'm not sure how much longer I can fight off the captain. Talk to Stibbins and end this already!
Captain Renwick Moorcroft. My beloved's true name. You must add my beloved's name to the main garden monument before we forget it again.
That's not going to happen. Only the hammer and chisels of Tobin Moorcroft, can carve those tablets. I hid them where they will never be found. My big brother, so proud, so famous, but not anymore. I made sure he'll never be remembered.
Stibbins. That's not you, is it?
Stibbins? What a ridiculous name. I'm Tobin Moorcroft, master builder of the All Flags Navy monuments. My work, unlike my brother's, will be remembered forever.
Right. So you built all of this.
Everything on Monument Islet. Well, I had help. Apprentices, assistants, laborers. But the design and the fine detail work, that's all mine.
Impressive. And you carved the plaques with a hammer and chisel?
The finest hammer and chisel in the world. I paid a small fortune for the enchantments, but you'll never discover where I hid...
Where did you hide your hammer and chisel?
Out, you vile creature! Never fear, I'm myself again. And better yet, I know where this Tobin hid his tools. I saw it while he was inside my head. To the graveyard, my friend! Gravestone? That's what I saw in Tobin's mind. Dig there.
No, not my tools. Dig somewhere else.
You have the tools? Quickly, carve my beloved's name into the plaque at the Memorial Garden. Once his name is added to the central monument, we will never forget him again.
Right. All of this because of a younger brother's jealousy. Goddamn. Yeah.
A dedication ceremony? For me? How exciting!
Captain Renwick Moorcroft of the Pristine Halberd. Place my beloved's name where it belongs.
Oh, you do it, friend. My hands are shaking. I'm so nervous.
Well done, my turtle dove. You saved my memory. Now we can be together for all eternity.
I did have a little help, Renwick, my love. Now come, my darling. We have a lot of catching up to do.
My big brother, the famous sea captain, wins again. How typical.
Stibbins! Did that really...
Man, she's still bullying Stibbins.
Did that really happen? Did I have the spirit of some ancient All Flags Navy captain residing inside my head? My memory is all a jumble.
Yes, but Stibbins and I ended the curse. How do you feel now?
How do I feel? Like some virile man was stomping around inside my body with his oversized boots and manly urges. It was unsettling. And, if I'm being totally honest, somewhat arousing.
Arousing.
Never mind that. My manservant wants a word with you. But please hurry. I have a task for Stibbins that needs to be dealt with post-haste.
Right. Poor Stibbins, I suppose.
Oh, thank you, my friend. I never would have been able to save Lady Laurent without your help.
Do you think the curse is really broken?
Oh, yes. Of course, the effects may linger for a time, but the worst of it is over. And we righted a wrong of history. Captain Renwick Moorcroft's role in the All Flags Navy has been restored. But how is Lady Laurent? Is she all right?
I think so. She said she had a task for you. It seemed rather urgent.
An urgent task? Oh, well, nothing ever changes. But I live to serve. Here, my annual stipend just as I promised. Thanks again for saving Lady Laurent, ending the curse, and restoring a piece of the archipelago's history. Now I must see to me lady.
Right.
Stibbins, come here, my manservant. All this foolishness about forgotten love has given me an itch. I am in need of a good scratch.
Milady, I could never... well, if you insist.
Okay. I could think of... Rap it before you tap it, man. Rap it before you tap it. I don't think I have much time left, but I'm going to see. Let's see. Does it show me all the points of interest? Yeah, no, I might have to cut this into a set. I might need to do one more part. Now, where the hell am I gonna go? Suppose I gotta come here and do the thing, right?
I should have come here sooner. Regret.
Archdruid, elders, this outsider helped me. And the Evergrowth. It spoke through me.
The spirit of the grove? It hasn't manifested like that in many generations. Are you sure?
Druid Audrine has never given us reason to doubt her observations. Tell us, child, what did the spirit say?
It warned us that nature was out of balance. That a druid was responsible for this trouble.
Out of balance? That explains the corruption. But to blame a druid, I cannot accept that without proof.
Then we will find that proof. Friend, meet me at the Circle's ritual site.
Okay then.
Over here, my friend. The Circle Elders cannot accept that one of our own may be responsible for this disaster. And I could hear the doubt in their voices concerning the Evergrowth. We need to prove that one of our circle has caused this unbalance.
How do you want to proceed?
Help me investigate. Search the village for any signs that a druid is involved in the corruption. Look in the huts. Ask my fellow druids. Someone or something here will lead us to the source of the corruption. It has to.
What about the Evergrowth?
We'll wait and see if it communicates with us again. If not, I have an idea. But let us try to find the druid responsible for this situation first. I want to determine if this was an accident or a deliberate and reckless act.
Joy.
I see that Druid Audrine has brought us a visitor. What can I do for you today, traveler?
Do you know anything about the corruption spreading through the grove?
As a matter of fact, I noticed animals in the grove suffering from an affliction. I mentioned it to Archdruid Agathy, and she said she would look into it.
Thanks for the information.
When I spoke to the Archdruid, it seemed like that was the first she heard of the corruption in the grove.
Good gathering, stranger. I do not recognize you, but I know Druid Audrine very well. What may I do for you this day?
Do you know anything about the corruption spreading throughout the grove?
Nothing specific, I'm afraid. Just that the corrupted animals have made foraging in the grove dangerous. Oh, this might interest you. I felt a disturbance emanate from the wards in the Undergrove recently. Like a surge of power went through them.
What's the Undergrove, and what was that about wards?
The island's volcanic vents create all sorts of underground spaces. The large cavern beneath us is the Undergrove. No one's allowed down there, not without the Archdruid's permission. The wards have something to do with the spirit of the grove.
The spirit of the grove? You mean the Evergrowth?
Yes, the Evergrowth. I'm surprised you know that ancient designation. I believe the wards reinforce the spirit's connection to the grove, but I'm not an expert on that. I can sense them, though. I have an affinity for such things.
Next information.
The Undergrove? No one but the Archdruid ever goes down there.
Not too crazy about what this is pointing to.
Ritual fetish. It reeks of the same corruption spreading through the grove. I wonder who it belongs to.
If I don't miss my bet, it's the Archdruid. We call upon Ifrit to strengthen the bond between the Evergrowth and our sacred grove. We call upon the god of song and force to remove the bindings that tie our spirits to this hallowed land. We offer the sacrifice, Oifri, so that we all may walk the true way.
A ritual? That's proof that a druid caused this problem. Look, there's a mistake in the second line. They wrote remove instead of restore. I think we have everything we need to convince the Archdruid. Let's review what we discovered.
What do you make of the corrupted fetish we found?
Definitely a druidic ritual fetish. I use such accoutrement when conducting my own rituals. But this one bears the taint that afflicts the grove. This fetish must have been used in the ritual that released the corruption.
What about the restoration ritual we found?
Whoever scrawled this did so in haste. They made an obvious mistake in the middle verse. It should say restore, but the author wrote down remove. That alone would have disastrous effects when the ritual was performed.
And the two druids we spoke to, what do you think about the information they provided?
Someone or something disturbed the wards in the Undergrove, probably when the ritual was performed. And it appears the Archdruid knew about the corruption before I mentioned it, but she acted like she knew nothing.
What's the purpose of these wards?
I don't know all the details, but from what I've been taught, the Evergrowth resides in the Undergrove. The wards connect it to the Grove, but also bind it. We need to talk to the Archdruid. She's usually in the Northern Grove this time of day. I'll meet you in the northern part of the Grove.
Someone's interested. Ooh, more instructions. How many of these are there? How many of these? Hold on. Oh yeah, no. I don't know then, because I would have thought there'd be achievement tied to it, but I guess not.
The Archdruid? What? Oh no, she's spreading the corruption.
The All-Wither. It's inside me, forcing me to do as it bids.
Where did she go?
Speak with me, mortal. The spirit of the grove has need of you. We are the Evergrowth. The one you sought. She carries the taint of our corruption. We remember her from the Undergrove. She performs a ritual that released this blight upon the land.
This is all the Archdruid's fault?
The Archdruid sought to renew our bindings, but the ancient spells have already frayed. The part of us that is the All-Wither tricked her. She spoke the wrong word. Now, the All-Wither is free to spread its corruption, and the entire grove is in danger.
The Archdruid also mentioned the All-Wither. What is that?
The All-Wither is a part of us, a spirit of nature, called forth and made manifest by the ancient druids. At this sacred grove, the laws of nature are malleable. To strengthen those laws, the druids bound us here. But nature consists of circles.
Circles.
At one end, life. At the other, death. We are both life-nurturing growth and all-withering decay. That part of us is now free. And once the corruption fully takes hold, the Evergrowth will be gone. Only the All-Wither will remain. Will you help us?
Alright, just so I'm not picking up everybody else's stuff. What do you need me to do?
Tell the druids what we have said. They summoned and bound us in the past. They must be able to do so again. But urge them to hurry. The corruption consumes us. Soon, we shall not be able to stave off the All-Wither.
I'll tell the druids.
No matter how many times that happens, I am not sure I will ever get used to that. Return to the village, and tell the elders what the Evergrowth said. I'll join you momentarily.
Look at us, off on an adventure.
Elder Karik, we have troubling news concerning the Archdruid.
Slow down, Audrine. Tell us what happened.
The Evergrowth confirmed she performed the binding ritual, but she made a mistake. She released the All-Wither.
The Archdruid is responsible for the corruption? And she released the All-Wither? Oh, the grove is doomed!
The Evergrowth is here and willing to help. In exchange for certain considerations. The Archdruid has returned to the Undergrowth. Even now, the All-Wither compels her to speed up the spread of corruption so it can consume us. In our weakened state, we cannot stop the All-Wither from becoming the prominent spirit of the grove.
You said you could help us stop this.
We can, but only if you and this druid break the remaining wards that bind us to this place. That will allow us to recover enough of our power to restore the balance and return the All-Wither to its proper location in the circle.
Before you asked us to get the Druids to restore bindings, now you want us to break them?
The All-Wither moves quickly. Already we can feel ourselves weakening, losing cohesion. The remaining shreds of our bindings have been corrupted and add to our pain. If you set us free, we can pull energy from the uncorrupted grove and aid you.
Without the wards to bind you here, won't you just abandon the grove?
We are the spirit of the grove. We maintain the balance and keep the true way. We know our duty and our responsibility. Trust us. Together, we can end the corruption and return the grove to its natural state. But decide quickly. We do not have long.
Elders, allow us to enter the Undergrove and do as the Evergrowth asks. We can't let the All-Wither become the dominant spirit.
For all we know, this is exactly what the All-Wither wants us to do. But, yes, go. We'll do what we can up here to slow the spread of the corruption.
The spirit wants us to enter the Undergrove and release its bindings. It claims that will allow it to overcome the All-Wither. I sensed no duplicity while we were connected. I believe the Evergrowth spoke true of its intentions.
How do we get into the Undergrove?
The entrance I am aware of is in the northern part of the grove. I will meet you there. I have never been in the Undergrove, my friend. I have no idea what we might encounter down there. So be on your guard and ready for anything.
What do we do once we enter the Undergrove?
We find the corrupted wards. I cleanse them and you break them, much as we did in the grove. After we deal with the initial wards, the Undergrove's central chamber should open, allowing us to destroy the last binding ward and set the spirit free.
Alright, let's do that then.
Magical wards bind the spirit to the grove. We need to find those wards, cleanse them, and destroy them.
Oh boy. All I see is just a lot of fucking blood bugs. That could be much, much worse.
I hope I helped.
I'll cleanse the wards, then you destroy them.
Is the natural end of all things.
I wonder if this is...
Do not sense any additional wards out here. The central chamber should now be accessible. Let us go and set the spirit free.
I wonder if these spirits are some sort of Daedric entity. But it could just be a yin and yang thing.
The final ward is somewhere in here. Find it and destroy it.
The All-Wither, you cannot resist our corruption.
You have destroyed the corrupted wards, and our strength returns. Balance shall be restored to the group.
I hope so.
Let's return to the village and tell the elders the good news.
Your Archdruid is dead, but I suppose corruption's been stopped. I wish I could set the staff to fucking, set the staff to stun.
Amazing. I have to write Magister Erin about this one.
And you know, a blade can't be set for stun, but at least a frickin' magical staff, you would think.
You did as we asked. We shall do the same. The All-Wither is back where it belongs, as a natural part of our circle. Balance has been restored.
Thank you, Spirit of the Grove. Adventurer, the Evergrowth wants to talk to you.
You and this druid have our thanks, mortal. You trusted us, and now the balance of nature has been restored.
What happened to the All-Wither?
The All-Wither is a part of us, just as death is a part of life. Two parts of the same circle. They are back where they belong, in the natural order. And we are where we are needed, maintaining the balance of this sacred grove.
So the corruption is gone?
There may still be corrupted wildlife about, but the druids can deal with that. Otherwise, know that the danger has passed. We mourn the loss of the Archdruid, but we are grateful for everything you did, mortal. May your harvest never falter.
The Evergrowth says the grove is safe now. It will continue to perform its sacred duty.
For now. I just hope we don't regret removing the binding wards. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Adventurer, may we speak? It pains me that we weren't able to save the Archdruid. It really appears that the All-Wither took control of her without her consent or knowledge. At least we were able to restore the Evergrowth and stop the spread of corruption.
What happens now, Audrey?
Now? Now we try to return to normal. The grove won't be the same without the Archdruid, but we'll make do. Of course, our relationship with the Evergrowth needs to change, as it isn't bound anymore. Oh, this is for you. From our circle, with thanks.
Again?
Bio signal.
So the stuff I would be used for deconstructing because I don't on this character I don't deconstruct.
It pains me that we weren't able. Now?
In light of all that has happened, Audrine, we would like to make you a Circle Elder and Mediator with the Evergrowth.
Druid Audrine, an elder, and mediator to the... Oh, very well.
An elder? And the mediator? I don't know what to say.
I hope you'll say yes. You proved yourself and demonstrated a singular rapport with the spirit of the Grove. Will you take on these responsibilities?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Balance slightly restored. Alright. Well, let's head to this other one. But I'm not gonna pick it up yet. It shouldn't be very long before I have to go do what I need to do, so might stop now, have lunch, and then who knows.
This will keep you out of Emunara's fur until...
Tide swallow her. Traveler, may I ask a favor?
Oh, sure.
I have honorably guarded Lady Garrick's trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. And this necromancer thinks she can cow me? I'll have none of it! Apologies. Thank you for stopping. Would you kindly douse that censer and unbind me?
Who are you, and what trials do you guard?
I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer like Emunara.
What does she want?
To take the sacred shield without daring the Trials of Worth. But only one who passes the trials learns the words that dismiss the wards guarding the shield. If you can win the shield before the necromancer steals it, I will reward you.
Let me take these trials. I'll get the sacred shield before Emunara.
Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to earn Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please, pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the necromancer's binding.
Oh, we'll do that.
Now I'll gladly answer your questions. You should hold on to that censer.
Alright, as much as I don't want to leave it on a cliffhanger note, I would imagine... Have I discovered? I would imagine that, that at least leaves some suspense, or anticipation for the next part, which should be along fairly soon. In the meantime, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and tell your friends. This has been Alloway, signing off.